So I threw my food in the microwave because it was a bit cold. And it's making some very scary sounds. I don't know if I'm being irradiated right now or scream. The microwave is screaming at me. Please stop! For God's sakes, man! Alright. What up? It's your boy, FUBAR Traveler, FUBARTraveler.com, the undisputed heavyweight drunken master of world travel. And today I'm extremely happy because I am in Pattaya. And today there's supposed to be a big meeting that's gonna tell all of us people, you and me who want to come to Thailand, how long's that gonna be? When the heck do we get out of ASQ or ALQ? Because currently I'm in ALQ in Pattaya at the Green Park Resort. And you're probably wondering to yourself, is it all worth it? What's it like? Should I spend the money? Well, that's gonna be up to you to decide. I'll let you take a look and see, because like I said, since I'm actually here, you'll get to actually see what it's like. So this is my room. Sorry, let's go with the bed first. Pretty good sized bed. I picked the Green Park Resort in Pattaya. I set up my little lab over here. And I highly suggest you bring a laptop, like I did, source of entertainment, and then also a little travel hack: bring an HDMI cord so that you can connect it to the TV in the room, because the channels are really limited, and you're probably gonna get bored really fast. All right, so a couple of the things that about the hotel also I like. I picked the Green Park Resort because it's got a pool, and I'm not looking at it like a parking garage or a city landscape or anything like that. So at this place, this is a pretty cool feature. You take a look and see. They have a nice nature area out here, and it's got a little jungle, and it's got a pool, as you can see behind me. It's got like a lazy river feature that goes around, and the pool wraps all the way around the complex, and it's interwoven with this like jungle, and you see cool little like animals and stuff going on in the complex, and you can wake up in the mornings, see the wild birds. There's a huge tree out there. It looks like Avatar. I'm not sure if you guys can see it way in the background, but like usually early in the morning I can see a really large, looks like almost like a parrot. There's actually two of them. There's a yellow one and an orange one, and they're massive. I can see them all the way from here, and they're flying around. So I don't know. They got a lot of native species here, or non-native species, I don't know, but they got wild critters roaming around here, and it's really cool. So at any rate, like I said, get to check this out, get to sit here on the balcony, a couple chairs here, get the lounge, look at the sky, and it's really cool. You get a nice feel, a little sense of getaway. I'm not looking, like I said, like in Bangkok or something, looking at a parking garage or cityscape, you know, seeing all the people go by and wishing I was out of quarantine. So there's a few things that all the ALQs have in common. There's procedures that they gotta follow and stuff, and I'm gonna go through that and show you a couple of things that you're gonna have to do. You have to attest to all this stuff that you're gonna comply with, otherwise you'll get deported. You get put out of the country for failure to comply with quarantine standards. So, okay, with that, let's go back inside real quick. So, every morning, you have a choice of food, and you got to fill out this document, and it's kind of annoying when you first get there. In this document, it has the days of the week, basically 14 and a wake up right now. Currently that might change, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. But for this, you have to pick your food, and you have to pick your, you go by this food menu. It has like the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it has basically like an American choice, a Thai choice, a British choice, and an Indian choice. And it's like A, B, C, or D. And then you gotta list the corresponding A, B, C's, and D's on the that form that I just showed you. And you gotta take a picture of it, and you have to download it onto Line. You have to take a picture and send it, excuse me, not download it, but send it to Line. And it goes, there's two, they gotta set you up for 2 line numbers. One is for the hotel, and it goes to, for information like that. The other one goes to your nurse. And nurse, you have to check in with her every day at, excuse me, at 8 a.m. and again at 6 p.m. That's 08 and 1600, okay? And you have to take this little handy dandy thermometer that they give you, and you have to stick it in your mouth till it beeps, and you have to take a picture of it, and you have to send it to them, and they gotta verify that you don't have temperature. So that's one thing that's going on with that. That you have to do every single day. The other thing I noticed was, I try to keep this place tidy as I can, but it's a very small space, so things get a little wild. So I pardon the mess. And that leads to my other point. So on day 3, you get your COVID test. Now, get this, I had a COVID test for my own personal satisfaction, make sure that I didn't have COVID before I came here and before I invested all this money in coming here, because if you have it, there's no sense in doing all this stuff, because they're not gonna let you in the country. So I had the one COVID test. So then before, when I said I'm gonna pull the trigger and make things happen, I'm coming to Thailand no matter what, I made up my mind and I decided I'm going. I have to get another COVID test, and you would too, 72 hours prior to coming to Thailand. So that's COVID test number 2. Then on day number 3, when you get here, you're gonna get another COVID test. That COVID test is gonna be, for me, it was right down there by the pool. They had the nurse station set up, plexiglass with a hole cut in it, and they had the full surgical gowns on and everything. Masks, the whole gloves, boots on their feet, the whole 9. And they stick that stick up your nose, touch your brain for a little bit, pull it back out, stick it in the thing, open your mouth, and gag you with the stick a little bit, and just like a quick jab in there, and send it off. And yesterday I got my COVID results. Like 2 days later, I got my COVID results, and said I don't have COVID. Wow, surprise, surprise, I don't have COVID, because I've had 2 COVID tests, and guess what? I've had 2 Pfizer vaccinations, so the chance of me having COVID are pretty freaking nil. So, wow, okay, great, granted, but now I'm in Thailand, and I've had my 3rd COVID test, along with 2 vaccinations that aren't required, by the way. It's still not required. There's a great debate about whether or not they're going to change the amount of days depending on you're vaccinated or not. Currently, right now, they seem to have dropped all of that, and they're down to just 10 days for everyone, vaccinated or not. And yes, there's new updates about like Phuket having dropped the quarantine and all that stuff, but don't get it twisted. A lot of that is in July and forecasting for October if nothing changes in between, which it's changed like 5 times since I've already been here. It's insane. So right now, currently, there's a big meeting today, and because today's the 30th for me, and the big bosses at the health ministry are supposed to get together once again. It's about the 5th time that they got together, and they're gonna decide how long and when, and they're supposed to cut documentation about how long this modified ALQ and ASQ quarantine periods are going to be. So the problem is, the whole freaking world knows it's going down to 10 days. So the problem that I have is, though, there's documentation at consulates and on other websites, other Bangkok Post, other news outlets that have stated that they are going to reduce the quarantine days. Unfortunately, there's no paperwork that is filtering down, official stamp paperwork from the health ministry, going down to the ASQ, ALQ hotel owners. So those hotel owners are just acting on the old information, and they're making you stay the 15 days in your package. And the excuse I also got too is, oh, it only counts if you flew in after April 1st. I said, well, please show me where it says that. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. They're interpreting it as that. But like I said, it's kind of in their own best interest to have you stay here longer. That maybe have something to do with it. They were said very nice. If they do get the official word, they will modify my package and refund the money, I must say. But hopefully I'll get that word here soon, and I'll be having a happy video, and I will be more than happy to say I was incorrect. about the hotels. But until that happens, anyway, moving on. So one of the things you're gonna have to do when you're coming here, ASQ, they had these weird bags. I was like, yo, what is up with these bags? It's so dark in here. So these bags, and I was like, what the heck is this? It's like a trash bag. So you have one bag for trash, and it's got your room number on it, and it says garbage. Excuse me, kind of hard to do both. Garbage and your room number. And I was like, that's strange. And then the same with these laundry bags. So I was like, what's up with that? They come to find out, they don't clean your room for 5 days. So I'm like, okay. On closer inspection of these bags, after my time in the Army, I realized they're biohazard bags. They're not normal trash bags. They're biohazard bags. And all of your garbage, everything, they don't collect until day number 5 when they come to collect your, to come clean your room. Because after you get your COVID test, you're allowed to go down to the pool area and not swim in the pool. So I got a pool, but I can't swim in it, even though it's full of chlorine. Anyway, you're allowed to walk around the prison yard for a little bit. Go out with the rest of the prisoners out in the yard, pump some iron, walk around the little track, right? Around the pool area. You get there 1 hour, get some sun, tan, do whatever the heck you want to do, read a book. It's up to you. I highly suggest getting some exercise because you're in this room and you can't really go anywhere. You're not allowed to even go out front. So anyway, my people, all of your stuff, like I was saying before, goes into these trash bags. And after 5 days of being here, it's all stockpiling up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags and another bag over there in that trash can. That's 5, and the little one there, so that's 6 bags, and it is all plastics. You don't have any outside food. So you get 3 meals a day, they send it to you, and they all come in these plastic containers. And so all this stuff is starting to stock up. I had to tie them off and stuff. So anyways, bathroom, shower. They give you some dish soap and a sponge, and you're supposed to wash your cups, plates, and dishes. All the amenities of being just like at home, washing your own dishes and cleaning your own room. That sound like a vacation? So, moving on. Okay, 1 second. Excuse me, I almost forgot. Gotta put on this mask. And this is when you're allowed to go outside. I'm shocked. There's no food. Usually by now there's food already. I'm super shocked. Maybe the cook got drunk. I don't know what happened. But anyways, I'll show you. So all of your food, they place them on these little stands here by the door. And then these blue trays there, that's for eventually putting your laundry. And that's the one cool thing I did think was pretty cool. They collect all your laundry about day 3, and they just come pick it up in one of those red biohazard bags. But this is what's up when it came back. So when it came back, it was in this plastic, all pressed. My shirt's all pressed. Bro, my socks and my underwear pressed and folded and all neatly put in this sealed bag. I was like, yo, if I'd have known it was like this, I would have dumped my whole suitcase in there. Got everything pressed and folded and washed. It was like, wow, that is awesome. So that being said, that's one nice cool amenity that I did like that you get from being at the hotels, that they take care of all your laundry for you. So they're trying to promote sanitary conditions as much as possible. So anyway, like I said, my ALQ hotel, they had a package going on for the 14 nights and 15 days. The 15th day is when you get out of tourist jail. It was like they're advertising for 41,000, but now I know there's a reduction going on. And then, like I said, after this April 1st announcement here, it's probably gonna get reduced even more, like probably 20s or 30,000s, because they're slashing off 5 days at least that we know about at this point in time. So your package is probably gonna be a lot cheaper. And at this time, it's about 31 baht to the dollar, even though the hotel only gives you 29. You know, they got to make that money. So that's the rate that they gave you. But yeah, the outgoing rate out in the world is about 31, 30. It keeps fluctuating day to day. So anyway, so that's a little taste of ALQ. I don't know why I have this shit on. I still have this on. It's like force of habit to be in California. Got a mask on everywhere you go. But anyways, I'm in my room in the quarantine, and there's nobody else here, so I don't have to wear it. Force of habit. Anyway, I just want to give you guys a little taste of Thailand, and now you probably ask yourself, I'm not going through all that crap. Why would anybody go through all that crap? Which is a very valid point. To that, I would say, if you have loved ones here, it's probably gonna be worth it. If you have business here, it's probably gonna be worth it. If you just, you missed your vacation time from before the situation, and then after the situation, you were restricted from travel, you might not have had a vacation for like 2 years, really, because I know I was waiting like 1 year, full year, before I got to go on vacation, and the situation hit, and that killed that. So I got a whole another year. So looking at pushing almost 2 years of no vacation for myself, and I was like, enough's enough. I just need some mental health days. I need to get out of the A area. I need to get out of California, and I need to get to Thailand. I want to see friends. I want to see people I care about, and I wanted to experience Thailand, and I just had to get back here. Just simple. And honestly, for myself personally, I've gone through worse, much worse in the military. So this is like, a nice comfortable Thai massage, and in a few more days, it'd be what it'll be. They either cut off the days or they don't. But it ain't no hard time I can't handle, and I'll be out of here. And when I do, I noticed, like, for instance, I can't go walk. I can't just go walk around. I can walk around the room, but I ain't getting very far. But simple little freedom like that. Once you get it back, and like I had to walk down to the pool area to go get my COVID exam, I was like, wow, I'm outside on a little walk, on a little stroll. And it felt like I got a little taste of freedom back. And I thought about it, after 2 weeks of being here, being cooped up in here, Pattaya is gonna be that much sweeter. It really is. I feel like I'm gonna hit the ground running, and I'm just gonna party, and I'm gonna drink, and I'm gonna go see stuff, and I'm gonna go do stuff, and what the heck ever else I wanna do, I'm doing it, unrestricted, going for it. And I think it's a good time for me to reset my brain, get a little slower, and unplug a little bit from life, and yeah, get out there. And once I get back into Thailand, boy, it's on. I can't wait. So I guess I kind of leave it with that. You just have to really decide for yourself whether you want to come out or not. Is it worth it to you or not? If financially you can do it or not. I definitely, leave down in the comments if you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to address. I can give you some hacks and tips. If you watch my other ALQ video, it's pretty much me going through the whole, like the process step by step, what you got to do. And of course, you know, other countries are going to have their own regulations and restrictions, but it'll help kind of give you an overlook of what you're going to have to go through. Plus, like, hopefully help you, you know, sidestep some landmines that I went through with, you know, as far as the paperwork wise, because it's not exactly clear. Whoever wrote that, you know, the regulations and the consulates is like, yo, they need to go back to college, because seriously, it is like mud clear. As far as the steps and everything, yeah. So, but you know, that being said, it is doable. You can do it. It is possible. Yes, it is a pain in the butt, but there is a way to get out here to Thailand, and I gotta say, it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. And for all you Thailand fanatics, can't wait to come back here. Yeah, I'd go for it. I'd go for it. If it feels right to you, do it. So with that, your boy, FUBAR Traveler, pull the trigger, make stuff happen. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys next time.